Cubic 851, turn right heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
Hey everyone, welcome back to DJ's Aviation. Today's video is sponsored by Frontier Pilot Simulator. Now, I want to thank you all for your patience in regards to videos covering developments of the 737 MAX. I've been dealing with video demonetizations for the past week and a half in regards to anything about these groundings, and actually it's now dragging across to regular content. Obviously, this is making it hard for me to release videos when no ads are running. With that being said, Air Canada has been one of the few airlines to come out publicly and provide further updates to their grounding. And these updates are really the worst case scenario, not maybe just for Air Canada, but also for all other airlines should they follow in Air Canada's footsteps. Air Canada, who have seen their 737 MAXs grounded for near on 2 weeks, has said that they are removing all Boeing 737 MAXs from bookings on flights until July the 1st of this year. The decision comes as preliminary evidence suggests ET302 and JT610 shared similarities. I'm having to monitor what I actually say in regards to this to keep ads on the videos, so please do excuse if I don't go into too much depth about these particular flights. Air Canada has said though that these 737 MAX groundings impact roughly 6% of their total operations, which, in comparison to some other airlines, is very little. Should the groundings continue for as long as the airline is taking their MAX off the booking system, it'll actually give them the time to adjust their flight schedules, and by April 30th, they have actually said that the groundings will only impact 2% of their planned flights. The Chief Commercial Officer said, "There is a domino effect from removing the 737s from our fleet that impacts the schedule and ultimately will impact some customers," adding that they have indeed been working for some time to try and minimise the overall impact on their customers. Air Canada is among various different airlines getting different aircraft to replace MAX routes. For instance, some who were actually booked on 737 MAX flights with Iceland Air have now been switched to a Boeing 757. Air Canada, though, is now rapidly increasing the introduction process of their new Airbus A321 aircraft, which have actually come from the struggling WOW Air, who, on another note, recently saw Indigo pull out of an investment/purchase agreement. Air Canada has drafted in the services of an air transit aircraft temporarily until the end of this month for one of its aircraft. Despite the airline doing its best to minimise the damage on customers, they have indeed had to announce the cancellations of a number of services in the meantime, while no replacement aircraft can be found. I'd recommend if you're actually going to be flying with an airline operating the 737 MAX to check with your airline and booking reference to see if there has been any changes that you should know about before you do eventually fly. The timing of the incidents and groundings mean Air Canada's delivery of MAX jets will actually likely be delayed, as they were expected to welcome in a large portion of them over this coming month and of course future months. Today's video, though, is brought to you by Frontier Pilot Simulator, who have actually become regulars on the channel. Frontier Pilot Simulator is a story-driven sci-fi economy exploration, and more importantly, a flight simulator game where you can get immersed in the action by managing your own profits, dealing with tough weather conditions, and all while using realistic controls. You can try Frontier Pilot Simulator at the link in the description, and I'd like to thank them very much for sponsoring this video during the really difficult times in regards to monetization. And with that being said, feel free to leave your thoughts on Air Canada's 737 MAXs and the groundings until potentially July down in the comment section below. Once again, thanks very much for watching this video of mine, and I do look forward to you all joining me in the next one.
Race all of these broken dreams in flight.